Cool. All right. So I'm here with my bro, Johnny Rojas. He's one of our biggest standout members of our Waterman Elite group. He's going to here share his experience with you guys. So first off, Johnny, why don't you just tell me where you're from, what your situation was, and the state of your surfing when me and you met?
Yeah, so I'm from Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Anyone that knows the region knows we don't get a lot of swell down here in Florida. Although the last couple of days we've been blessed with some pretty nice swell due to that low that moved in. But been surfing since I was 15 years old, and I thought I had a volume problem with my surfboard because it seemed like I was always missing waves, always kind of too tired, wasn't in the right spot. But and plus my body doing CrossFit wasn't as mobile as I wanted to be. So saw your program, signed up for it, started using the bands, and it's crazy because go back and forth like in the beginning, like, is this really working? It's too simple. Like, there's got to be more to this. There's no possible way this is going to help me. But I just stuck to the program, stayed true to it, woke up every morning, did my breathing in out exercises, hit my bands, hit my stretching, and then I went to El Salvador for a 7-day surf camp. And literally, it's a 20-minute paddle out to get to the break.
Mhm.
And I realized I'm having no problems getting out. I get out there, instead of resting, I'm turning around and catching a set wave. I'm coming back out, I'm catching the middle wave or missing of the set wave, going back out, like literally no interruptions at all, just totally dominating out there in the water,
Yeah.
feeling completely comfortable getting caught on the inside. So then I come back and I hit the band some more, do my stretches, and then I do a 1 month stretch in Costa Rica. And first day I get there, it's 6 to 10 feet closing out. So I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna go out there and practice being caught inside. So
Yeah.
literally, I just stayed in the inside section, duck diving and paddling, and duck diving, and paddling, and just building up the mental fortitude that comes with being in waves that big,
Yeah.
but feeling completely comfortable with my paddle strength and my breath hold
Yeah.
in order to do that. Here's the crazy part: like, I still haven't completed the 1 minute challenge. Like, I am still far ways from that.
Yeah.
So I know there's plenty of things I can improve on, but still, even the stuff I've done now, which I wouldn't say I'm 100% doing it every day, doing the work every day. I would just say, like, doing something consistently in the program to keep you fine tuned is has served me well. I look forward to the day where I'm 100% all in with the schedule, because I know that it's just only going to help me that much more out in the lineup.
Yeah, man, that's so sick. That's something I hear over and over. People be like, how can it be this simple? A lot of times people come back to me when they first join, they're like, is this all I have to do? And when I was making the program, I used to make it so complicated. I put everything I know in like the tiniest thing. It was so complicated, and the success rates weren't as good. So over the years, I've painstakingly just chopped out the fluff and just left with the essentials, right? And that's what gets it done. And like you said it too, like it's the little things, like just doing little routines and keeping it up over time is what matters, man. It's the things that you can consistently do, and keep it as simple as what that's all about. So that's cool, man.
Yeah, and it's so super easy to do. I mean, you literally, 5 minutes, you're doing some breathing, and then you're doing some stretching, which, we should be doing some version of that every day anyway.
Yeah.
And then you're hitting the paddle bands, and I had all these, I need to take my surfboard out. I need to go paddle for an hour out in the ocean. But when is that ever optimal? With kids and everything and family and life
Yeah.
that gets
Yeah.
in the way,
Yeah.
with weather, like, am I really going to go paddle on the middle of the ocean, when it's flat just to paddle? No. But the bands are right there. They're strapped to the wall. I've got them mounted in. It literally takes a few minutes just to hit four sets of 50 reps.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I say it over and over. Convenience is king. Like, yeah, if you got to go to the pool, you got to go to the ocean. It's like that's 2 hours time to do a 20 minutes work. And you can just get it done like that. So, and that's proven to be even more true during this pandemic, man. And like, yeah, 20 minutes, man, you can keep up your paddle strength and make it better than ever, man. So, where
Yeah.
were you at? Where you at now? Did you surf today?
I did not surf today. Waves died. It's only like 1 to 2 feet. And
Yeah.
I'm actually just getting back from getting a DEXA scan done, where they hook you up to the machine and figure out what your body fat percentage
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
how much you have of all that. I just got done doing that scan. I'm running a little bit behind. That's why you catch me in the car. But
Yeah.
there's another level, you know. Once you get the basics of your stuff down, you can do the paddle training with a Masu ball,
Yeah.
and just incorporate some other different movements that are particular to like where I have a lot of tension in my hips.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't. You can make a little bit of tweaks to personalize the program to fit like what your actual needs are.
Yeah.
For me, my hips are like really, really, really tight, and so I literally just take a kettlebell and see working up to see if holding an 8-minute squat with the kettlebell in my hand, a 10-minute kettlebell,
Yeah.
just to get that form of like compressing down on the surfboard with my butt down and my chest up.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah, so you can just make like little tweaks that go a long way.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, again, I think that's the power of simplicity, because you can just add little things and it doesn't like break the whole system, man. That's cool. And like what you said, like there's all these levels. Cool thing about this training is it will never be outdated. There will never be a time where you don't need paddle strength or oxygen efficiency. It's just at increasing levels. Like you'll never be at the peak, right? There's always that another level, man. So it's like it won't be outdated.
Yeah, for me, anyone who's going to be watching this video, the one thing I would say is that don't underestimate or neglect the cotton side and the breathing exercises, right? Because for me, it's been something that I've neglected, and even though I feel pretty comfortable in the lineup, I missed the opportunity over the last 6 months to really increase my breath hold time, because I haven't been willing to give that extra 5 minutes, in the morning to do the workout, and then those extra 5 minutes over a 6-month period, you take 7 days, 35 minutes times 6, that's times a week times 4. Like it really adds up to a lot of breath work time that, I'd even be further along my journey in this had I done the breath work as well.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's all a process, just adding things over time, man. No journey is straight up. And like the breath training part, it does take the most discipline because it's super uncomfortable, but it's quick too. So yeah, that's just the next level for you. So yeah, man, that's great, man. Honestly, your results were so quick too. Like you went from like beginning to surf trip to like you're sending me messages like you couldn't believe how good it was going. So the only question I got now is like, so for someone who's like struggling with their surfing, they're on the fence about this training, they're not sure if it'll work, what would you say to that person?
Look, I'd say, I'm down here in South Florida. We've got a lot of golfers, a lot of pro golfers live in my backyard. And the one thing that I can say is like, when I see them at the country club, they're working on the fundamentals of their game. Literally, they're just sit there hitting, hundreds of golf balls per day, same shot, looking at the form, looking at video. But as surfers, we don't take the time to do that, right? So when you think about what's the fundamentals of our game, it's making sure that we have the strength to paddle. It's making sure we're working on our pop-up, right? So if there's a part of you that doesn't like something in your surfing, you can probably dwindle it down to something that this program has to offer.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of how willing are you to stick to the fundamentals and like really hone them in. So when you're out there surfing, it's, head high and barreling, you know 100% that muscle memory is going to kick in as you're dropping into possibly the tube of your life. Man,
that's a really good metaphor. It's like those are the skills you need for every single wave. Paddling, popping up, man. I'm going to start using that. That is perfect, man. Hey, you said it all, man. I really appreciate you, John. It's been awesome to know you, man. I know you guys to let you run, man. I really appreciate that, man. I look forward to hearing you reach those new levels too.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for everything you're doing. Appreciate you.
My pleasure, brother. Talk soon, bro.
Okay, later.
Cheers.